Welcome to Mechanical Keyboard, the tutorial. Um, I'd like to tell you more about my custom mechanical keyboard. It's called the ferris whip, and here you can find the layout. It's 34 keys, and here you can find PL. So that is the software that is allow me to configure the keyboard. I have created some screenshot so that we can have both the matrix tester and the layout. And then here I can type, and here I have the current key that is pressed with the modifier. So let's start from the basics. We have 34 keys. So how do we accommodate all the modifiers and all the other keys that you don't see? So for example, here we have only the alphabet and the the number, the row of numbers is gone. On this side, tab is gone. Enter all the symbols. We have just 3 symbols here, but for this, they are gone. So this is solved with layers that are here that I will show you now. So this is the first layer and this is the second layer. I will go more in the details. And then here we have the matrix. Okay, so here you have the different layers. So let's start exploring the first layer, pressing some keys. So as you can see, the backspace is on the pinky, the right pinky. Yeah, many people they put the backspace on the thumb. I tried, but to be honest, the because you use layer, and sometimes you need to um, delete what you have just typed in a layer, putting the backspace where you also modify the layers is not convenient for me. I think it's better to have it on the pinky. And then let's see. So the alphabet, as expected, but you see already something weird here. So if I do ASDF, this is called rolling. So it means that I don't press every key independently, but I press all the keys like uh, down A, down B, up A, up B. So that's called rolling. But if I try to do rolling on this side, then I have all capital letters. And the reason is that this key is a special key that is called mod tap or tap mod. So what it means that if I tap, so if I just press and release quickly, it will be set. But if I hold it, then it's gonna be left shift. Now, when you start using this kind of feature of QMK, so the firmware of the keyboard, the thing that you need to decide is there is a timeout. I think it's the tap timeout. Usually it's 200 milliseconds. What it means that if you look the modifier, so I press set, as you can see, there is a delay. So the shift happens after 200 milliseconds, okay? And then after it becomes hold, of course, shift doesn't print anything. Then when I release, if I do it, so there are two things that you can do in QMK. For example, the first one is how can I repeat Z instead of shift? That would be tap and hold very quickly. And I disable it because I don't like it. But just you know, it's possible to have um, the tap mode, tap hold. You can have the tap hold, and you can repeat both the tap and the hold. Not a big fan. A lot of times I was getting confused because I was trying to do the modifier and actually I was inserting the letter repeated n times. So I disabled this. You can disable it when you compile the firmware. So this nothing happens. Now the other option that you need to choose is what happens if you press another key uh, before the timeout. That would be the rolling. That's the big thing that you need to decide. So here you have two options. Either you have Shift X or you have ZX. So these are the two options, right? And so if you are a fast typer, you are used to the rolling. So you always do the mod and the letter, um, the next letter, you always do rolling. And so if you are used to do rolling because you type fast, after some time, then you can have a settings that when there is another key that interrupts the tap hold before the 200 milliseconds, uh, switch directly to hold. But there is another option that says the opposite, send the tap and the next press. Um, but to be honest, I don't like it. So now you will hear in mechanical keyboards and small keyboards people saying you need you need to do the home row. Well, because of this reason, because you have situation where you want to have the capital letter, situation where you want to have the two letters, especially in VI, where you have commands like delete word, you know, there will be delete word like this. So if you start putting the modifier like Shift, Alt, Command, Control on the home row, that is, so this is the home row. The problem is that, for example, in BI, I'm used to do DW in a rolling fashion, and instead of doing DW, it will do capital W, and so uh, not compatible with for VI user. So then what I decided, I said, okay, look, I'm gonna use uh, only this. This I will sacrifice the set. So every now and then I will do capital set instead of the letter I want. I'm also say set in German. Z, whatever. So, and here I have the left shift again, but with a quote. Usually, it doesn't happen that I do unrolling on using the quote. And so this is the first layer. So the whole alphabet plus the capital letter. Now there is a feature in that is called caps word, and the caps word I enable it here with a combo. So it means if I press F and J, do this key code is the alpha is the hexadecimal key code, but it's the caps word. It's just that it's not supported by VL interface, but it's supported by QMK, so I enable it in the source code, and then I map it using the key code. And so what it means that is that if I press these two at the same time, now I'm starting environment variables. Um, oh, I lost the focus. Um, and stuff like that. So, and there is a timeout, and also the dash and the underscore, they all become underscore. And then as soon as I enter something different from these characters, it removes the caps lock, so I don't need to press again this combination. So the caps are very convenient. I guess the cap, yeah, how the caps word should really caps lock should work like a caps word. You press only one time and then you do the capital letters. What else? Now the question is, okay, we put the shift here because yeah, that's where we have them. Then we need to learn that the whole idea is that everything is at distance of one, right? Okay, so most of the time, so the reason why someone would like to use this kind of keyboard is that you you become faster in typing many shortcuts. You have a lot of flexibility. Takes some time, but the split keyboard is more ergonomic. He has a lot of advantages, so it's really a great investment. Um, Highly advised. Now, the next thing to talk about is the the four tabs. Okay, so the ferry sweep says four. There are people saying, oh, you need six, eight, 10. I have to be honest. So usually you do two things with the tabs. Usually you do the commanded space, or maybe just space. Then jumping from one function with the thumb to four, it's already a big jump. Six, it will require even more training, and the chances of getting confused. Should I'm pressing this, that, or someone else. So in the end, what do you need to decide? Um, for sure, you need to have the space. So if you keep the thumbs here and here, you need to have these are your main key, and for sure these they need to activate layer 1 and layer 2. There's no other way around it, because these are the most common things that you need to do. You need to switch to symbols and to numbers. So numbers, symbols. And so this is for sure layer 1, layer 2. Then the other question is, what about this and this? Well, I I think if I put control here, it's very convenient because I have here C, D, or in Emacs X, C to exit. So if I put control here, I have so many shortcuts that require control and the left hand, better to put it here. And then I put command here because I'm used to work with the Mac, so command, all the shortcuts like command W, command W, T, what else? Um, command X, copy, cut, copy, paste. I always done with a single hand, so very convenient to have the command here because many years of doing these shortcuts with one hand. Okay, so and now we have decided we have to put the command that is left guy underscore T is the top or hold, and then layer one, layer two. I can use this tool here, very convenient. So here we have the command, here we have the layer one, layer two, and the control. And now we need to decide what are we gonna do, for example, if we tap instead of hold. So for starter, let's choose the space, right? And I used to do the space with the right hand. So first decision, I put the space here. Then second decision, I need to, I use VI all the time. Ask is very important for me. I put it here. That is the most common thing that I do. Okay. Then the other thing we says backspace is better to keep it here because you will have to backspace letters, numbers, and symbols. So these two are pressed. You cannot press the layer and the backspace at the same time. So one of the two layers will not have the backspace, or you put the backspace on both, but then you sacrifice two keys. It's not worth it. Better to put the backspace here. Okay, then the enter, of course, it makes sense. Is a key that you want to press, and then the tab, because I mean, you use it as a developer, you use the tab all the time to complete stuff to avoid typing. Okay, so I don't think there is another setup of these keys that works for me. I have used this. Now the question is, um, let's see how we do. Let's see how we do the second layer. So the numbers. Um, so actually here we should start talking about the another important thing that are the arrows that are here, and this is a given. So layer one has to be the numbers, and it has to be the arrows. There is no way around it because um, as a VI user, these are the movement keys. So now I will do the arrows like this, but just holding this key. And of course, I cannot do it here because then I would have more fatigue on my fingers. So I need to press the left thumb to use the direction with the right hand. So again, there is no so much option. Now, if we put the arrows here, then we can put the numbers either here or we can put them here. I think I think the numpad is a bad idea. I tried the numpad that is put the numbers like this, like a numpad. Yeah, not a great idea. And I'll explain you why. The reason is that here the problem of rolling is not so uh, is not present because when you type English in English, then of course you start rolling. But when you type numbers, usually you slow down because you need to think. So you can have the modifiers here. So I have Control, Alt, Shift, and Guy. That is command. And the reason is that if I press this and I want to do beginning of the sentence in Google Doc, for example, that is doesn't have the modal editing, then I can press this key and this key. So I can do something like ta, ta, ta. Now I have to disable the tool. Okay, the tool is disabled. Ta, ta, ta. And like this, I go to the beginning and the end, Sorry, I have pressed the wrong key. This, and this. So command left and right. And then if I want to select, I can do like this, you know. And then if I want to go word by word, I think the shortcut is this one. I can do like this. Beginning of the document, I can do like this. Word by word, select word by word, I can do like this. Now, I have the share here, so you will not see it, but if you do it in Google Doc, it's very convenient. You start moving the Google document, and you see here why these keyboards are better, because I never move my hands from the home row position, and then I can activate the key in the arrows directly where like I do in VI. So I mean, just to make an example, if I type cat, the shell will suggest me something. To complete, I need to do right arrow, right? So I press this key, and it completes, you know, Control C, cancel, cut, complete, enter, you know, and I'm back in game. Control, Command U. Ah, no, I cannot do Command U here. Okay, so what else? Mm, 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 mm. So, um, again, now we have this would means I think transparent. I don't remember, but what it means is that this layer, that is the layer one, will use the key that is on the layer below. So it means don't don't change the behavior. And the reason is that command and control, they should be always this, because you don't know the order. You know, you can say, I press control, and then I press the number layer, or press the number layer and then control. So if you try to do, for example, control on layer 0 and then alt on layer 1, you will get confused. Eventually, I was not understanding why the shortcut is not working. Because it depends on the order. Too much cognitive load. So the backspace is always the backspace, the control is always the control, and the command is always the command, and the control is always the control. Now the question is, why do you want to do? Why do you choose the layer one to be the numbers? And let me escape this. Um, why do you want to do this and then this to be the symbols? The reason is that you can say I write 1, 2, 3, then I press symbol, and this is slash, then I remove this 1, 2, 3, and then I can press equal. So the nice thing is that when I am in the calc, or I'm writing numbers plus symbols, I can switch between number and symbols just like this. And then if I want to go to the alphabet, I just remove both of them. Or just the symbols is this, the numbers, the symbols, the numbers, but also the symbol. So that's the concept of layer, because layer one and layer two, they have they stay one on above the other. If they are both activated, so layer zero is always active. Then there is you activate layer one and then layer two, then layer two will win. So you can start with layer one, type in some numbers, then activate layer two, and then you will type symbols. Then you can remove layer two, go back to layer one. You can remove layer one, but layer two will win, so you will not notice it. So that's the idea of layers, you know. And you should go, in my opinion, alphabet, numbers, and then symbols. Um, Yeah, most of the time you start a number plus a symbol and then another number. But anyway, so this is the other concept. Now, so to recap, so this you in a small keyboard, you get rid of a lot of keys because you start using layers. The layers are usually two, more than two. Then I cannot even imagine the confusion. One is the numbers, and the other are the symbols. Now, the nice thing about this layer about the numbers is that okay, you have 10 keys that are for the numbers, then you have the mod row uh, if you need. So what it means is that say that I need to do Alt X, okay? So I can press this, and this will activate the Alt. So just to so here you will see that the Alt will activate, okay? So ta, the Alt is activated. Now, if I remove the layer, I go back to layer 0, but the Alt stays. So now I can insert the X. So this is the how in the terminal what happens if you do Alt X. Okay, this is Control C, Control X. So in the end, for me, it's even easier to do, for example, Alt Control X, Alt Control X, or Alt. I don't even know if you can do Shift X. I mean, I think it doesn't exist. Meta Control Shift X. There is, I think maybe there is Control Shift. No, I don't think you have Control Shift X doesn't exist. No, you can only have Meta Shift X. Yeah, that you can have it because the meta is just a prefix, escape sequence plus a letter. So yeah, so that's how you can do the shortcuts. Remove this. Of course, I cannot put it back because now it's not the shift anymore. I need to press this again, and then I can go back. So here I have Shift Alt or Option. It depends on the context. Okay, so that is covered. Now we said we have to use 4, 5. Let me switch to this. So we have this plus we have the backspace. Then we burn 5 here and 5 here. And now the nice thing that I have something like 12 keys and even 15. And the reason is that these are the three from the layer 0, but because I cannot put them here, because it would be weird to have the numbers up to 7 and then continue here. So they are here, and then I put this here. But I'm still thinking because probably I can also say, okay, comma and dot is useful when you type numbers, but maybe I don't type them for anyway, who knows. Yeah, for now I have them here. So you have 12, and these are for my window manager that is Yabai. And I need to make a video to explain how I use Yabai. But let's say that you can see here that I have 10 desktop. In this utility, I'm in desktop 1 right now, recording this video. And I use these keys to move the focus between these 10 desktops, and also to move the window between these 10 desktop. And then I switch between BSP, that is this kind of tiling layout, and stack, where actually all the windows are always in full screen, always maximized. So you have nice 12. If F11 right now is not used, I use only F12. Very nice. You have, you know, just one key to move between desktops. Very convenient. What else? Let's have a look at the other layer. Okay, so here, this is a layer that requires some explanation. So we need to write the letters, not the symbols, besides dot, comma, and quote, and they fit in 29 keys. So the symbols that we have in English are exactly 32. 3 are already in layer 0, so 29 are left, and they fit here. Now, how did I choose? Well, just for convenience. For example, um, the star is here, and I put it here because in VI you usually do star to search the word under the cursor, and then N to go to the next. You know, so and in this way I can do uh, this this operation. Okay, here it opens another shortcut that is let me disable this. So I can do this and then N to search, and I don't change. So okay, then we put the star here, decided. What else do we need to decide? The slash. Well, the slash, I put it where it is usually. It was there. Now I need to press the layer changer again. I keep it there. So here is the slash. What else? So here is the slash and the star is here. Then there is to choose. We need to choose this and this. Sorry, this and this. And these are special. So the reason is that I need to use 4 symbols here. They don't require the shift. And these are the dash, the equal, the square bracket, and um, the semicolon, the backtick, the backslash, and the slash. These are the only symbols that don't require a shift. All the other symbols require a shift. Why do I need this? Because I need to do the mod. I need to have a key here that allows me to do control or dash, alt or equal, left shift or angle bracket, command or angle square bracket. And here the same thing, command or semicolon, shift or backtick, and alt or backslash or control r slash. So there is no option. If you want to have the symmetry that you have here, these are keys with tap and hold, and you want tap and hold also here, so that you don't need to think about, did I start? I need to create command alt shift anything. It doesn't matter if I start with layer 1 or layer 2. Whatever is better, I will do. So let's make an example. So for example, I will show you how to make the font bigger, okay? So the font bigger, if you remember from the traditional keyboard, is the top 3 close to the backspace. So it's 0 dash equal, okay? So 0 dash equal. Dash equal, where did I put the dash equal? I put it here. So it's not here, it's actually here. Okay. So what I need to do, it's a symbol. So I need to press this key to go in the symbol mode. Then I need to press command, that is this. Then I keep the layer because I need the dash, not the letter Z or X. And then I do this, right? And I have the shortcut. So the mechanical keyboards, I have always a test. When you use a mechanical keyboard, one time I was watching a video and the guy said I gave up on the mechanical keyboard because I was in a meeting and I was not able to find a shortcut uh, to increase and decrease the font. I think is right. If you screw the configuration and it becomes difficult to memorize it, then when you are under pressure, you will not remember the shortcut, and then yeah, better to go to the traditional keyboard. So I think the font bigger and smaller is a good test to test any layout if it is really uh, user friendly or not. Now, okay, in Western we don't have the 0, but that would be 0. So this number command and then 0, and you see the by chance the symmetry that reset and increase and decrease are exactly symmetric. It was just luck. Okay, now we have this, and what do we need to set up then? So these keys, we cannot choose them. Now, if we do dash equal here and 0 equal 0 on the other side, then we need to put the bracket here. I put the parentheses and the brackets, left bracket, square bracket. I put them all here. So um, just to make it clear, ta ta, ta ta, and ta ta. Okay, so I have all the parentheses. Now, of course, if I do this, then it makes sense that I do also the same here so that it's easy to remember. Okay. Now, if I put this here, then the next question is where do we put the the underscore? Well, we said the underscore is here, then let's put it here so that at least they are flipped, but at least they are actually I don't think they are flipped. Also in the normal keyboard they work like this. And so this is so. So if we put this here, then we put this here. Then what do we need to place? We need to place the backslash. Okay, we said that we put the slash here, then let's put it here so that easy to remember. And then we need to do the pipe. Okay, so we have put this here, then let's put it here. So close to the three guys are here. Okay, now we have fixed most. Then there is to be choose. We need to choose the quote. Then I put the quote here. No special reason, to be honest. I say that I do the quote all the time, so it makes sense to have it there. Together with the parentheses, the quote. Now the underscore for sure we do it more than the plus, so let's put the plus here. Now we need to put what we need to put. So we said the star is better to put it here because of VI, and then the rest is on this row. We need to choose for sure. Very convenient. I mean, this is in VI. It was always shift semicolon, and here is again a modifier. So two keys to enter in command mode. Yeah, anyway, it's the same. So here is this, and here we are forced to put the semicolon. So here we put the colon. I mean, if we put here, so they are close. And then of course what's left? The at, let's put it here because we use very often. Let's put the tilde here that is close to the slash, so you can do this kind of operation. Then what's left? It's left the dollar. Okay, then let's put the dollar here. But if you put the dollar here, then let's put the caret here, so that in the beginning or end of the line they are symmetric. And then what's left? Percent, we can put it here. The hash, we can put it here, but we could switch it, no special reason. And the other symbol that I don't remember, the ampersand, that I don't remember the name. That it's the only one left is here. So I mean, there is not so much, so many keys. You are forced, 8 are forced. There is not so much, and yeah, the approach I have is, as you can see, alphabet, numbers, and symbols. So I don't have symbols here besides the three that are coming from the alphabet layer. And here the symbols are always here. So I always press the symbols with the same key. And I have to say that is much better than pressing the shift, and then you have weird situation where I have the left and the right shift, but I need to do weird movement because I'm using the left shift with the symbol on the left. So yeah, no, those kind of stunt are not there anymore. What else can I say? Yeah, so to recap, 34 keys are more comfortable than normal keyboards, but they require, of course, some training and some learning. You have most of the time 3 layers. What is I find comfortable is this kind of layout where I have command and control always available, and the shift, I sacrifice the set, but not a big deal. And the backspace, I think it should be on the pinky. Many Emacs users are using the control and on the enter, for example, because um, they do everything with Control X and Control C. So it's very good to have the enter on the control, and that's also true for me. And I press the control with the thumb, not with the pinky. Then a lot of space for more 12 or 15 function key that you can use for anything, like window management or anything else. And then the symbol that is here, where you can have the all the symbols and even any weird combination. Okay, now something that I forgot to mention is so there is the key map. I don't use the macro, to be honest. I don't use the tap dance. I tried to use it, didn't work for me. I use the combo a little. So I have one combo for the capsboard, I said. Then I have one combo to activate the YouTube layer. That is this one, and it's just volume up, volume down, bright up. So this is activated with a combo. What else do we have? And that's it. I think this DK, yeah, is not really mapped to anything. So I have 2 combos. And then one of the killer features of QMK is for sure the key overrides. This is something that you don't have in the other software, so powerful. So the key override solves for me this problem. I have the layer 1, okay? And to be honest, Command I and Command O are completely useless. Never use Command I, Command O. Uh, let's use it for something more interesting. For example, let's use it to move between tabs, okay? So now I have here Sally J. I can open tabs with the Command T, let me show it to you. Command T, Command V. I can close them. Let me move to focus here. But then I can do Command E and O, and he actually overrides the key and send actually the shortcut to move between tabs. That is Command Shift left bracket and right bracket. Okay, so if you use what's the name? If you use the normal keyboard, you will have to press 3 keys. I have to press only 1 key. So actually, you press less keys with less keys. That's funny. But then it becomes interesting. I cannot demo here because I need to open the browser. I have also remap comma and dot because I mean command comma and dot. I mean, how many times do you open the settings? And this is actually Control Shift page up and down. Now you don't have page up and page down, and what it does, it moves the tabs left and right. This capability is not available in IntelliJ, but I have it actually. Um, so if I use the tabs here, okay, I didn't set it up for yeah, I think it was not it. Okay, so here I have two layers of two level of tabs. I have the tabs of Western and then the tabs of IntelliJ that is like Tmax. Okay, so I do this close, 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 open, 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 blah, 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 stuff like that. And now in Chrome, I can even move with this the tabs of the browser. But the interesting thing is that this would be 4 keys on the Mac because to do page up and down, I think you need to do function arrow up and down, if I remember correctly, or left and right. Then you need to press Shift, and then you need to press Control. And Shift and Control are close to the. So you need to do kind of movement like this, you know, kind of movement like this, and then use the arrows. I mean, so like this. So then after 10 years, you're gonna use the keyboard anymore because you have too much pain. I would not be surprised if you start doing this kind of movement. Totally unnatural, and nobody's moving tabs left and right because it's, I would say, it's better to use the mouse, to be honest. Yeah, so this is these are the overrides. The key overrides, here we have, let's review them. There is the I and the O. There is the Q because sometimes I press Command Q by mistake. So actually I disable Command Q and I need to press Command Control Q to send Command Q. This one is to do so because there is no shift, so I don't do this angle bracket here because the angle bracket are in the symbol layer, right? So I don't do this. So I do actually the what do I do? I do the letters. So let me do it. Especially for I'm from Italy, so it's convenient for me that I can do the letters. So this is with in Mac OS would be the right option. And so I map it to the shift comma and dot, and also the umlaut. If I need to do the umlaut, I can do it. Then this is the one I said before. So Command E, Command O, it does the move the tab left and right, and that's it. So I have 9 key overrides and 3 layers. I mean 4 if you put also the layer here to do volumes and other things. Yeah, I think I've introduced all the features that I use in QMK. Um, all this is in the repo, in my GitHub account. Um, my advice, it's a lot of fun. Buy a kit you find online. Build your first ferry sweep. It requires a little of soldering, but you find so many tutorials online. It's a lot of fun, and you have a keyboard that is more ergonomic and more productive than the traditional keyboard. Thank you.